Try to get my good side. A welcoming place for no matter what part of the country you're coming from.
Which has some of the most amazing, beautiful beaches.
You know, look at it, like
And one over
two
here. She gets in it.
Yes.
She figures things out.
oh my god.
Two.
All
right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody at home. I'm pretty excited today because I have a special guest. It's someone that I trust like crazy. Somebody part of our team is the one and only Mala Mensche. Next to my wife is probably someone that's gonna ride and die for me. And by the end of this interview that we're doing, this chat that we're doing today, you're gonna want to save her number because it's someone that is super loyal, provides great communication, and builds incredible amount of trust because she works on getting to know who you are and what your needs are. So this is Mala Mensche.
So hi everyone, my name is Mala Mensche, and I got into real estate because ultimately I wanted to start generational wealth.
Oof.
Yes, I wanted to teach our daughter. It's not just about, working for someone 9 to 5. It's about building something for yourself. And that is what we need to teach our children today.
100%.
Yes. So, but ultimately, my clients are not just anyone who walks out the door. They become an extended of my family. And I treat them as if I was treating my family by a home. And that's what you guys are to me, my family.
All right, you see, I told you. She is amazing. I really love her story around her family values and why she started this business and why it's not a business. But she's also a realtor that just doesn't give you the keys and dips. It's about the relationship aspect and building. We could talk about some other people, but I don't want other realtors to hate me. So we won't get into the gossip with the tea. But really provides a lot of amazing value on what our core values is, and Molly does a great job representing that for us.
I live in Wesley Chapel. I raised my daughter in Wesley Chapel. I walked through in Wesley Chapel. So I know what this community can offer any family relocating here or even trying to experience the quality of life. Wesley Chapel has it. So if you're looking in there, I'm the girl.
So, Mala, tell me a little bit about you, what your journey's been. How did Tampa Bay area become your home, right? Because I know a little bit about your history.
Yes.
Break it down for us.
So my husband and I both grew up in New York. Love New York. Makes me who I am. Born poor. I'm a New Yorker. And that's that accent that you get from there. But ultimately, a job brought us to Florida. We moved to Fort Lauderdale, and after 2 years we were there. It just didn't feel like a home for us. Fort Lauderdale is awesome. Great beaches, great food, community great. But for what we were looking for, it just did not fill that need. My husband did relocate to Tampa with his job, and we jumped at the opportunity because family and friends from New York was here. And we had someone for our daughter to grow up with. Yes. We have a community here in Tampa, and that's what I love about Tampa. Tampa is about family, it's about community. It's a welcoming place for no matter what part of the country you're coming from.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Listen, no shame to Fort Lauderdale because there's some great food, some great beaches.
Great music.
But when you come to Tampa Bay, it's a little more diverse. You have the Gulf, which has some of the most amazing, beautiful beaches. And right now we're a little bit outside of the Tampa Bay market, so it's kind of suburban. It's Wesley Chapel, Lutz, Lano Lakes. There's some amazing communities that are coming up. You've probably heard it from us. We talk a lot about the lagoons, and which is amazing lifestyle living. And it really brings a community. Like, I'm in a place where I trust my neighbors, right? And I was in a place before that I wouldn't even say hi to my neighbors. So to me, that stands out a lot. So when you talk about raising a family, that resonates a lot. sorry, speaker, that resonates a lot to me because that is a lot of value, right? I think today, our parents, immigrant parents for me very specifically, worked very hard for my better life for me. So I was taught that very early, and that's what I'm doing for my kids, right? I don't want my kids to go through my struggles, and I think this location, this area gives us a better opportunity to do that. And I know my kids are having a better life. I know Mala's daughter's having a better life.
Yeah, I mean, she has a busier social life than I do. She is 16 in high school. She has friends that she's been together with since UK, and that's very rare to find. So to have that, her own little community within her community is amazing. And I think that speaks volumes of what Tampa Bay offers.
I love that. You see, this is why Mala's the bomb. She gets in it.
Yes.
She figures things out and finds out the value for you. So Mala, one of the things that I love about you is that we talk a lot about in the key group, Broker by EXP Realty, that our core values mean a lot to us. And a lot of things we do is led by these 7 core values. But naturally, this is who you are, right? From having grit, from having servant hearts, from really encouraging your customers or empowering. And honestly, it's probably some of the things you do with your daughter too, right?
Yes.
That's why
definitely.
She's a social butterfly. But I would love to hear from your point of view, what resonates for you, and tell me a little bit about your beliefs.
So the one thing that I really love about our key group, we all share the same values. We all think along the same lines. Serving our clients is at the core of what we do. It's not just about selling or buying for you. We want to know what your needs are. We truly believe in finding you a home and not just a house. Anyone could find you a house. The key group finds you a home. And we give you those tools so you are the empowered client searching for your home so you can be an informed buyer. Or even if you're selling your home, you know the key aspects of what makes your home special, not just the memories that instilled in you.
I love that. I love that. I do want to tell you guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching so far, staying with us. You guys are amazing. What's super important for us in this channel, if you're finding great value, please share this with someone that you love or you can find some value. We do a lot of amazing model tours. We'll have great interviews. You can see a playlist down below on the description. Make sure you hit the thumbs up because that helps us. And comment as we talk along the way about Mala's journey, right? So if something stands out for you, do me a favor. If there's like a core value that you align with, comment below on there. We'll be happy to reply and love to hear what your thoughts are. So Mala's part of the key group and there's an amazing team that backs her. But if you ever see her negotiate, pretty calm voice, she is fearless. And to be honest with you, negotiation is probably one of the biggest things that you want a realtor to be on your side, because if they don't have negotiation skills, you might be losing a couple grand or maybe $100,000. Who knows? But super, super important. That's one of the things that I admire about her and what she does.
Yes, I believe in giving people the tools and having them informed and making a decision. We're providing the guidance, and I want my clients to be knowledgeable about going forward. And the more they are knowledgeable, the more confident they are on the decision. And that's one of the main reasons that I do this job. It's not just a job for me. It's a career choice that I believe in. Providing knowledge and guidance is what makes everyone want to jump in and work with us. And I definitely want to see that.
Let's go. If you want to see her skills, we actually in the description have a Calendly, so you can do a virtual visit with her. It could be 15 minutes, it could be an hour. It's really just getting to know you and what your needs are. But you could find out how that conversation goes, and I'm sure it's gonna be a good one. All right, I want the tea. I want the real stuff. I want you to share a client story with us. And it doesn't have to be a T. We want the honesty from a realtor perspective of like, what is the real deal? And I know from being in the industry for a very long time, not every single deal is the same. I can tell you that. But is there something that happened recently or in the last couple of months that really stands out to you?
Well, first, I have to say, I just went through a short sale with a client. There's nothing short about a short sale.
For instance, especially in this market right now.
No, never. So patience is definitely something if you're going to go with a short sale coverage. But with that being said, this particular client was actually looking to purchase a home because her mom was going to move in with her. And we made an offer and it was accepted. But again, short sale is not a short sale. It took months. Yes. But in that time, unfortunately, she lost her mom.
Coffee?
And I did, went and had a conversation with her. She had every opportunity to back out of this deal because I didn't want her to feel she was pressured into this. This is a very important personal choice when you're buying a home. And she ultimately wanted to move forward. And so as a realtor, you try to take the pressure off your clients. And my way was, while she was in that grieving process to go to her mom's funeral and make those arrangements, let's see how I can get a vendor list going for her. So when she does come back and we are in that process, in that stage, in this buying stage, that she had a list of vendors that she can make an informed decision with. And she was very much appreciative of that. But it's those little things that we want clients to know, that you're just not just a client. You are our family. We want to be there by your side in every step of the way.
Yeah, it's a tough story, right? Definitely could bring a tear to many people's eyes. But I guess there is no but I think what I love what happened here is really saw where the customer was at. You met them where they were at and you offer support, which is amazing. And I wouldn't expect anything else from you.
It's the heart of this business.
Absolutely.
We're in the business of people. We're not just in the business of homes.
Yeah. When you talk about a servant heart, that is a great example of what Mala shares and does for our customers.
So if you're out there, you're thinking about buying or selling, or the process of real estate is just overwhelming, which it is for a lot of people, know that you're not alone. I'm here.
Absolutely. So if you have a connection, which I know many of you guys do, there's multiple ways of reaching out. First of all, my girl always has her phone.
See?
Always. So if you're one of those people that wants like action,
Yeah.
I can't stop. If you want action right now, send her a direct message or send her a text in the description below, or right over here. You're gonna be able to see, or right over here because it's probably more in the middle. You'll see her contact information. We also offer many ways of getting connections with our agents, as well as Mala, because everyone has different styles of getting connected, right? So we talked about the direct way, direct message, DM Mala. Or if you want to FaceTime, we talked a little bit about earlier, there's a Tamily, if you want to kind of book a strategy session of like, you know what, I'm interested in the Tampa Bay market. I just don't know where, do I want to live in South Tampa? Do I want to go to St. Pete? Do I want to Wesley Chapel? Do I want to go check out those lagoons? Do I want a new build? Do I want an older home, a resale? Do you want to live in Hyde Park? Let's book that strategy session and kind of really understand what your needs are. And then if you have a couple of criteria of ideas of what you want, there's also a VIP questionnaire right in the description below. It's going to ask a series of questions. And this might be you that needs that, right? When you fill that out, we'll get a message and we'll reach out back to you to really understand what your needs are, and then put that bucket of what your personal needs will be. Yeah. So that's a couple ways to work with us.
I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah.